Here we go with the men's jump final. And first out of the blocks, representing Sweden, Felix Blomqvist. Here we go, Felix Blomqvist, first right jumpers in the men's final. Turning a little bit earlier than we saw from our other skiers. Now remembering, this is our first jumps for our skiers. They have had practice, but they have not yet been in contest. The qualifying rounds did not have place. What can we come up with for a first jump? It is a good connection to start things off for Felix, and we have got our men's jump competition underway. So we wait for a score for Felix to start things off. Our men's jumpers traveling at that slightly faster speed of 55 miles an hour, 57 kph. There we go, straight over that 50-meter benchmark. 52 meters to 20 centimeters. 52 is our first score. Distance of the day for Felix. Now, Felix has got a season's best of 62 meters. Here we go, second jump for Felix Blomqvist. A distance of 52 meters for his very first jump. We're going to be needing more than that for him if he's going to be finding himself a place on the podium. That award ceremony to follow straight after our men's final for this Waterski Jump competition. He's nice and wide. Nice slow turn, keeping under control through the weights. Can he get a pop that he needs? A little bit far forward at the base of the ramp, just meaning he was a little bit too far forward to push up enough. It is going to be around the same mark. I'm going to say still 15 meters, but whether that's going to be past 52, I'm not so sure. We can use those buoys out of the water just right next to our black North Sea rescue boats. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 meter marker, boys. Okay, so who is coaching Felix on the shore? Let's have a little look. So wider, wider, later, later is the word from the man on the shore. 53.1, okay, I think I got it right, so it was an improvement on that first jump. 53.1 is Felix's best jump so far, with just one jump left. Now, these first two skiers have got the jump height at 5'6". Within men's jumping, you have the option to go as high as 6 foot. These two skiers right now choosing the option of a little bit of a lower ramp, which offers a longer trajectory and less impact when you're hitting the ramp, so sometimes that can actually help, and that's the choice they're making. Still no joy on the water bottle pin throw. Maybe we'll get it by the end of today. So after Rob Hazelwood, their height of the jump will be bumped up to 6 foot. But apart from the jump height, everything else remains the same. All of our skiers in the men's category running at 57 kph on each 23 meters line length as well, all homologated, so everything is exactly the same. And the way in which the boat speed is measured and kept constant is, well, actual cruise control, 0 off we have, which measure the time from start to finish. And if the boat, for some reason, is not within the time the tolerance is allowed for that particular speed, then our skier will get a rerun, just to keep things constant, consistent, and fair for every single skier. So we've got 53 meters. That benchmark has been surpassed by Felix Blomqvist of Sweden, our first skier in this men's final. Here we go, third and final jump. For Felix Blomqvist. Cutting it hard. Can he boot that a little bit harder? Go that a little bit further. That's the one. And you can tell by those far more educated in the ways of jump skiing than I on the shore that that was a little bit further. Even this guy knew. You knew, didn't you? Yeah, he did. So we can see when it works well, when you get that connection. And we are going to be, what are we saying? What are we saying? Go for a distance. Tell me, how far do you think? Last one was 53. What's that one? 57. What are we saying? 57 as well. Let's hear it for Felix Blomqvist from Sweden. All coming together on that third and final jump. He was working towards that point. We've got a guess from 57 from those on the shore. Gerard, what are you saying? 56.1, that's what you're saying, that's your guess. Yeah, I know, I got that, yeah. 56.1 is the leading distance, considerably further, 3 meters further than the distance before. So I actually made a little mistake earlier on in terms of reading the results that we've had so far. We've got confirmation of the positions for the women's final, and then we'll get to that after we give the intros to our next skier. have already had Sweden on the water, and we have a different country represented in every single one of our skiers in this 9-man final. Sweden, next up the UK, Korea, Russia, Czechoslovakia, Canada, Belarus, Austria, and Chile. And the man on the water right now with some serious heritage in that surname from the UK, Rob Hazelwood. Okay, so confirmation as we see Rob disappear off the distance. The results for the women's Waterski Jump final were as I said that they were when the jump skiing was going on. The top 3 spots going to in 3rd place from Belarus, Hanna Frontsova with a distance of 49.0. From Finland, Jutta Merastrina taking silver with 49.3. And the title of the first ever Waterski Jump ANOC World Beach Games here at Qatar 2019 going to Alexandra Dangoshevskaya with a distance of 49.5, so very well done to her. First lady off the dock, obviously proved good for her. Here comes Rob, he's got a season's best of 61.4 in 2019, just 20 years old, so still skiing in the under 21 category, hence staying at the 5.6 ramp to which they're limited in those divisions. Going a little bit earlier than we see from the girls, but that is because the boat is going so much faster. It's beautiful form on that first turn. Can he keep the form right there? It's a decent jump, a little bit on his heels maybe, off the top of that ramp. So we wait for a score for Rob. It's a distance on the board to start with, which is all important at this stage, just to get his iron. .58 to start things off for Rob, so as suggested, he was a little bit over his heels. So not quite getting the connection, the boot, the trajectory that he was after. Already in Rob's young career, I want to say young career, he is 20 years old and he's been on the water for 18 of those years. So an early start to this guy. I mean, what do you expect with a surname like Hazelwood? You probably didn't have much choice as to whether you were going to go water skiing or not. Basically the same for my sons. They didn't really have a choice over whether they were going to get on a wakeboard on the water. And that's as it should be. Good old pushy parenting. Second place at the under-21 Europeans this year. Second place at the Junior US Masters in the jump as well. British under-21 national jump champion. Powered by Baskin Robbins. That's what he says. So is that yacht coming towards us or away from us? Looks like it's going away, luckily. That would not have helped our jump skiers out at all. You see that? Here we go with Rob Hazelwood's second jump of 3. Residing in the UK, of course, but obviously spending an awful lot of time, as all of our skiers at this level of skiing, spending time in the States, Orlando primarily, but he has got one of the prime centers for cutting your water skiing teeth, Hazelwood Ski World in the UK. Here he goes again. That is a lot later. He's in good form. Smooth turn, gets the hammer down on that right ski, gets the left ski down, boots hard. It's much better. Much better. And a beautiful landing, not even the slightest wobble on that landing as well. So you can see how much further forward he was over the skis, through the air in that jump. Too far back and you were just not getting the lift through the torso and the skis. That perfect position, just leant forward, cups the wind through the legs, through the chest, pushes you up, holds you up that little bit longer. It is going to be a definite improvement. I'm saying 55 for sure. So nice work from Rob Hazelwood. Feel free to put your hands together under your tonsils for our skiers as they fly on by. 55.7 for Rob as his second jump, with a distance of 56.1 from Gilles Blomqvist as the furthest distance so far. So it is unlikely that with the conditions such as they are, it may look beautiful out there to you, and it is, don't get me wrong. But with water ski jumping, you are after just that very slight headwind, just that wind pushing at you and not behind you. And here we have negligible, maybe we'll get an exact figure. What does the wind feel like? Is there a feel like with wind? No, that's wind chill, that's the UK. An exact reading on what the wind is like. It was 14k yesterday, it's going to be less today. 11 kilometers an hour, pushing behind the skiers. And what's that doing is, as well as not holding them up in the air of the ramp, it's actually pushing them further and further down the course, closer and closer to the jump ramp, which our skiers have to take into account when they start their approach, when they start that cut away from the boat to the left. Here comes Rob, third and final jump. 55 is the distance to beat for him, 56.1. That distance from Gilles Blomqvist. Can he get that connection again? Oh, no, he can't. Oh, that is frustrating for Rob, and you can see the frustration right there. So his best distance is going to be that second jump distance of 55. We can scrap that third jump. Can we give it up for Rob Hazelwood as he comes in? He will not be happy, but let's support him anyway. That last jump wasn't as it needed to be. The second jump was nice. He's got a score board of 55.6 as his best jump distance. All Rob can do is just sit back and chill now. 46.9, sorry, 46.9. We'll have to wait and see whether that is enough to keep him a place on the podium. So right now you can see our officials crew out of that little rib heading over to the ramp to jack it up to the height of 6 foot. And our next skier to the water. For whom we'd really love you guys to put your hands together around those tonsils, and we'll wait a little bit longer to make sure crew out on the water are out of the way. Don't want them underneath that ramp when someone's jumping off it. It has now been boosted up to a height of 6 foot. And they are just ensuring that that is the exact height of the ramp before moving on. And we get going with our next skier, our third in this final, representing Korea, Jijin Jong. And thank you for you guys getting behind us and our skiers on the water. While up go the skis, just to slam those boots on properly, making sure they are fully secure. So unfortunately, I do not have any bio for Jijin or information on his thesis so far. So his talking is going to have to be done by the action we're about to watch. All right, I've just been given the down low on one of our officials, Nigel. Jumping Jimmy, as he's also known. Asian champion right here. Asian record holder. And now trying to take on the ANOC World Beach Games title here in this Waterski Jump final. What a jumping Jimmy got for us, first jump. It's decent, beautiful form in the air. Maybe a little bit late on that pop on the top of the ramp, not quite getting the hit at the right time. But still, good form. That is going to be, yes, definitely in the 50s. Probably around the 54 meters mark, I'd say, 54, 55. Jumping Jimmy right here has been backing up the ski a little bit this year, having recently had a baby, I've just been told. So feel free once again to you folks here on the shore joining us to get behind Jumping Jimmy on the water. That's what I like, bit of showman style, waving to the crowd. Yes. So thank you to you folks joining us down to the left-hand side of this promenade. So 50 meters for Jumping Jimmy to start things off. 50.9. So I thought it was a little bit further, but I'm sure he's got more in him. So Jijin getting past the 60 mark in his career, more consistently around the mid-50s, having skied at all of the big events across the year, including the events such as Move, obviously a little bit closer to home for him than here, originating from Korea. With the standout star in Korean water skiing in the jump ski discipline. And once again, just exemplifying how worldwide, how well represented the world is in our sports, water skiing and wakeboarding, with so many nations present. In amongst the 97 nations here representing the ANOC World Beach Games in Qatar. across 14, I think 15 different disciplines, 50 different sports unfolding here. All of those sports falling indirectly, that was textbook, I always fell over as I said that, underneath the Olympic banner. ANOC, that acronym standing for the Association of National Olympic Committees, coming together and thinking, why don't we put on a games that represents those sports that are not quite yet in the Olympics, but shout about all of the values that the Olympics hold dear, and you do not get that exemplified any better than here in water skiing. Hoping to leave a legacy of water skiing and wakeboarding here in Qatar for these guys once we leave from the ANOC World Beach Games. Well, we've got a bit of skiing and boarding to go before we get there. And it's career on the water with Jumping Jimmy coming right towards us. He's got a distance of 50 so far. Staying nice and wide, holding himself wide, slow turn, power cut. Oh, was that a little bit better? It was great form yet again. He was laid onto the ramp on that one. You're seeing how close to the bottom corner he was getting. Now that is, if we're talking on a knife edge, as most of these skiers are when we're considering this caliber of skiing, they are looking at the bottom right-hand corner to the top left-hand corner. That is the path they are needing to be taken. And if they can get onto the jump late, that means they are moving at the maximum speed as can possibly be, with the maximum slingshot. I like that, taking into account the rescue crew. Nice one, Jumping Jimmy. Let's give this guy a wave, seeing as he's waving for us. Get behind career on the water. That's what we like. Thank you, crew down to the left. Umbrella, that's what I should have brought. So it is an improvement, 52.4. For Jijin Jong of Korea, 52.4, his best distance so far out of those two jumps. So for those of you watching the action who are not here at the Lucelle Promenade or the Garden Bridge Canal, as we are also calling it, thanks for joining us at home wherever you are watching this. And if you are just joining us here, either on the shores of the Waterski and Wakeboarding Arena in Qatar, or at home watching our broadcast, you have joined us in the middle of the men's Waterski Jump final with career on the water. Jijin Jong, or Jumping Jimmy as he's also known, Asian champion, Asian record holder in this discipline, and trying to push past his best distance of 52 meters so far and see if he can get ever closer to our current leader, Felix Blomqvist, with a distance of 56.1. Nice close over those skis, turning out wide. He powers out wide towards us now, holding his width, holding his width. Super slow turn, keeping the skis under control. Oh, that was late, that was late. So Jimmy there choosing to refuse that last jump, at least making it dock to dock, doesn't even get wet on that turn. Can we have a big old round of applause for Jijin Jong? Making the sensible choice there. If it's not right, it's not right. And we see how late he made that decision. Look at him lift his right skis, get around the corner of the ramp. So that's called a refusal in jump skiing. Our skiers are allowed it. They have to refuse on the left-hand side of the ramp. Because of course, if they're doing it on the right-hand side, it is supremely dangerous, and it will be a disqualification if that happens at any point during their three jumps. So it will be a score distance of 52.4, Xi Jinping's best distance, and we move on to Russia with Vladimir RYANZIN, for whom I believe someone filled out a violet for me. Maybe it was Mum. Can't have been Mum, he's 44 years old. So Vladimir, one of our senior experienced riot skiers on the water. This guy has done it all. Just look at this roll call of lists. So we've got European champion 2015, 2016, European second, 11, 14, 17, Russian national champion 18 times, Russian jump record holder 7 times, Russian overall record holder as well, so he's rather canny in all the other disciplines under tournament water skiing. This guy has been there, done that, but can he add to that list of been there, done that, a title, a medal, here at the ANOC World Beach Games in Qatar. And for any of you out there saying that our sport is a young man's game, well, you're right, it is. But this guy is the exception that proves the rule. He's been skiing for 36 years. 36 years. I cannot imagine doing anything but wake surfing at the age of 44. My knees will not be functioning. I am really hoping for an in-and-out day surgery, double knee replacement technology by that point. So what a testament to the athleticism of this chap, that he is in amongst the very best of the best at this age. And check this out, he has got a season's best distance of 65 meters this year. So the wind is picking up just a little bit. That tailwind will not be helping. Vladimir taking it nice and easy, going a little bit early, accounting for that wind, pushing him down towards the ramp, staying wide. He needs to keep that tight line. He does that. Can he keep control of the skis? Yes, he does. Can he boot? Oh, that was a little bit far forward on that jump. You can just see it. We're going to see a replay of that again. I'm coming inside to watch the screen just to check that out. So I don't think that will be improving upon Felix's distance of 56, but just look that head drop as he comes in. Oh, that's not where you want your body when you're trying to push up the top of the ramp. He manages to control it. All of those 36 years on the water experience coming into play right then as he got pushed a little bit too far forward. Not the balls of his feet, but the toes of his feet. Let's have a big old cheer for Vladimir RYANZIN at a distance of 54.6 for him. So despite having not the best form, despite that not coming together as he would have liked on the ramp, it is still a good distance, putting him in to third place right now, just behind Rob Hazelwood, who's got a 55.7. And it is still that distance of 56.1 that is the one to beat. Vladimir now coming in for his second jump. pushed this just a little bit later. He probably wanted to go easier on this jump to get that form he needs off the ramp. That's more like it from Vladimir. Look at that. That is a beauty. And that's why you spend 36 years on the water and in the game at the level that he is at. Even with the slight change in wind, it does feel as though that wind has picked up, which is not going to be helping our skiers. But I'm guessing that's a 56. What we saying, team? 56, yeah, we got a call from the lady right. Oh, 57 for Beck. Wow, okay. Give it up for Vladimir RYANZIN of Russia. Whoa, everybody, we have a new leader. Way further than we thought. 59.9 meters, just 10 centimeters off that 60-meter mark, that 200-foot mark. Oh, we were way off mark, weren't we? Wow, we're gonna get our right back in. So we have a new leader. Vladimir RYANZIN, with 5 skiers left to go, has put himself in a very healthy position. So that was very impressive, that last jump, and we can all tell when it goes right. You can just tell when the skier gets that connection they need, the boot they need, the form they need in the air. Can we see an improvement from Vladimir RYANZIN of Russia? A leading distance of 59.9. Now let's get behind this guy as he tacks that ramp. Oh, has he done it again? Well, it's certainly another good jump. I'd say that is definitely over the 56 mark. Is it an improvement on that first jump? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that second jump is the one. What do you reckon? You let less. Okay, so the second jump is the best jump so far. I agree with you, young lady. Regardless, this guy deserves your round of applause for a legend in the world of water skiing from Russia, Vladimir RYANZIN, our current contest leader. .57.2, so it is that second jump that will be the leading jump from Vladimir. As we reach almost the halfway stage in this men's final, 9 jumpers in total. And we're keeping it European-based right now. With Czechoslovakia, the man on the water representing Czech is Martin Coleman. Vladimir. Oh no, that's Jimmy. Where's Vladimir? Jimmy. Come on in, man. Come on in. The people want to talk to you. Yeah, of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Hey, so first of all, congratulations on the new addition to your family. Yeah? And how are you feeling after those jumps? Is it good to be out there?
I was feeling so like it's a windy. It was headwind. I was so excited. All right, wind is picking me up. It's a tailwind after first jump. So I got a little bit like confused, but I just figured out. But the last one is I was a little bit late. I couldn't take it, so I'm a little bit sad last jump. But I'm so happy. Like it's a beautiful area, beautiful people here. Great competition. I love it. Thank you so much.
Hey man, we need some of that energy all day long. Thank you, Jimmy. That's the sort of competitor we want in our events. Good stuff, you. Right, back to the competition in front of us with Martin Coleman from Czechoslovakia, right in front of us. What has he got? It is at 59.9 to beat. Oh, a little bit late for Martin as well. I didn't like to say it, but yes, that was the right choice. We heard from Jimmy that the wind is playing a factor. It's potentially a little bit swirly when you're down at that bottom end, not really assessing which direction it is going. So Martin taking the sensible option, as we saw from Jimmy on his final jump. That first jump, he was a little bit late, but it is good to get that out of the way with the first jump. Then he can adjust accordingly for his second and final jump. Let's get behind the man from Czechoslovakia, Martin Coleman on the water. He needs to get a distance on the board. A little bit behind the man who is out on the water right now, 2019 World Overall Champion, no less. Third place in the Tricks at the Worlds as well this year. 2016 PSU World Jump Champion, 2016 NCWSA Jump Champion. This guy is up there. I mean, I say that with each of the skiers, but obviously that is the case because they are here at this event. Only the very best in the worlds of water skiing and wakeboarding have been invited here to entertain you guys on the shore. And we do hope you are entertained. Those guys down to the left of us looking out onto the water. Are you having a good time down there? Let's just give a little bit of a wave. I can see some people down there still watching. I guess some people had to disappear off to work, which is a shame. But you 2-3 people left are just fully skiving work, which is a great choice. Great choice. We also understand that there's an awful lot of sporting activity going on here at the ANOC World Beach Games, so if any of you are here enjoying all of it, we appreciate that you've chosen us for these few hours this morning of a Monday on the last day of the ANOC World Beach Games tournament unfolding here across this beautiful city of Qatar. Coming in hot, right in front of us now. Keeping that right ski high, gently placing it down to make a smooth turn, and smooth it is. Controlling the wakes, control the ramp. There's a little bit of a crush forward over the front of the skis. It was not what he was after. So that's not the pop he was after, but could I possibly have a word with this man right here, our current competition leader, Vladimir? What a pleasure to watch that was. Did that jump feel as good as it looked?
It was good. I mean, it was nice ramp, and I kicked it from the ball, so it looked nice, and I used it.
Hey, tell us, what is the secret to staying on the water for as long as you are doing? Because you are competing at the highest level, and you've been around a little while, if I don't mind you saying. What is your secret? How do you keep going?
You just need to love it.
You just need to love it. That's the answer. That's exactly the answer. Big round of applause for this guy, our current leader. We'll have to wait and see whether that jump is enough to see him through to the podium. You just have to love it. I mean, is that not the answer to absolutely everything? 51.1 for Martin Coleman. That is his first distance on the board. So that is not going to be enough. At the moment, we are looking at a top 3 placings of Vladimir RYANZIN of Russia with that 59.9, taking the top spot at this stage. Second place, it will be Felix Blomqvist, that man who was first on top with a 56.1. From Sweden and from the UK, Rob Hazelwood with a distance of 55.7 is sitting in 3rd place. So Rob right now, right on the bubble. Felix Blomqvist safe for at least one more skier at least. Our next skier, related to Vanessa Paradis, obviously. And I'm a bit disappointed that I have not seen lycra and spandex like this so far today. This is what I came to commentate on jump skiing for. That's the outfit right there. Here we go with Martin Coleman's 3rd and final jump. So he's needing to push harder. He's going to find himself a place on the podium. What has Martin got for us? It's a solid turn. It's a controlled weight crossing. It's the boots. It's a better jump for sure. Great form through the air. So if we count the boys, 20, 30, 40, 50, it is, yes, past 50. How much past 50? How near to 60 will that be? I'm going to suggest it's going to be around the 55-meter mark. $54.1 meters, and a round of applause from you guys for this man coming in, Martin Coleman. So well done to that man for the Czech Republic. His best distance of 54, and we move on from Europe to the Americas, in particular Canada. All right, calm down, Gerard. Let's give it up for the Canadian on the water right now, Alex Paradis. So the way in which this running order is formed, because we didn't have a preliminary round, is the way that these guys are seeded coming into this competition. So currently, Alex, within our top 5 seeding, is at our 4th top seed. I do not have any information about Alex, but I've got a good Canadian cheering section right here. That's you guys, right? Kind of guessed it. So tell me, a distance for Alex this year, best distance so far, does anybody know? 1,001 million meters. All right, that's gonna be, that's gonna be tough to replicate. Maybe if there's a headwind, we might get close. So are you totally the wrong people to talk to? Oh, right, you are not from the skiing world. Okay, well, welcome, enjoy yourselves. Okay, good. Are you here with another particular sport? Oh, yes. We need to go and watch that. Is that happening tonight? Yes. You guys all competing? Oh, I am sorry. Did you have fun, though? It's the important thing. I'm just trying to save my embarrassment here and asking that question. You get to be here. Instead, why do you want to be in a final of your contest when you can be in the final of ours? Exactly. You made the right choice in not making the final. Here we go with Team Canada's. Oh, they're up on their feet. Something's happening. Something's happening. Just calm down, you lot. Is this how excitable bouldering is? If it is, we gotta go. Okay, Alex Paradis out wide for the first of his two double cuts. Leads the speed with the plow. Slingshots across to the left. In front of us. Keeps that line tight even with this tailwind. Can he connect? Yes, he can. That is a good first jump for Alex from Canada. Not that they know what they're on about, but these guys like it. We've got some new Waterski jumping fans here with us. From the world of climbing things that shouldn't be climbed by human beings. And watch them go buck wild as their man flies on past. So we wait for a distance score, but it is a great first jump for Alex to get him going. Oh, and he gives us the wings of rock as well. What a showman. So it is up there, 54.7 for Alex's very first jump. That does not yet put him in the top 3 spots, but it is going in the right direction. Team Canada, Chris down there wants a photo. Can you go crazy for him, please? Wow, wow, that was pathetic. There we go. Alex has just won the competition. Here we go. How would you feel then? 3, 2, 1, go. All right. What would you do if you made the finals of the bouldering? Okay, you'd be asleep, right? Okay, right, good point. Okay, that didn't work at all. We try. Right, that's all right. Save your energy for Alex. Good thinking. So as with every jumper, we are just waiting for the waters to settle. The rebound from the wake of the boat against the rocks that line the shore of this Lewis Sail Promenade, the Ritz-Carlton Canal. They do keep on recoiling back and forth across the water, so we just got to let that water settle to make sure it is as calm as can possibly be for our jumpers. As I'm sure you can imagine, when you're moving across the water at speeds of 50, 60 miles an hour, as these guys are, and then you've got to jump at the end of that edge from side to side. You want the water to be as calm as possible so you are in as much control as can possibly be. And it looks like we have those very conditions right here for us now. So Alex Paradis is up and away. He's breached 44 meters. Can he go that bit further? 59.9 is the distance to beat. Plows out wide to bleed the speed on his first of 2 cuts. Keeps that right ski high, gently places it back down. He pulls away from the boat a little bit again to keep that time light. Oh, that's a crush. So, for those just watching and getting their head around what's happening here, he did not get the pop with the ramp. Ski spread that little bit. He squatted down at the ramp, not getting the extension off the top to add to that distance. So, that I would hazard a guess not being an improvement on the 54 he has already got. Let's have a cheer with this guy again. One more jump left. He needs our support if he's going to be knocking on the door of that 59.9, courtesy of Vladimir RYANZIN of Russia, who currently leads the way. So actually, it was right around the same mark, 54.8 for Alex, so maybe pushing it a little bit harder and going a little bit faster into the ramp, which resulted in a similar distance, despite the fact that he did not get the pop of the ramp that he was after. And that's perhaps the reason why he did crush. We keep on talking about this, but it's well worth noting. The harder, the faster you go at that ramp, the less time you have coming into it, the less time you have on it, the more G's you are being put through as you come up towards it. So the greater the impact as you connect with it, which makes all things more difficult in terms of getting your form right on that ramp. So it's a playoff between moving later and later on that ramp and getting that slingshot speed effect into the ramp to generate that distance, or going a little bit earlier so you can control your connection with the ramp that bit better and get a better pop. Just 3 more skiers left in this men's jump final after we are done with this last jump of Alex's. On the water for Canada. He's going to be followed by Belarus, who have got a strong showing in this water ski competition. Austria and Chile. Alex coming right back at us for the second of his 2 cuts right before he turns his attention to that jump ramp. Looking straight down the course before he turns his head and skis, getting the angle that he needs. Can he get the boot? Yes, he can. That is much better. Wow. Yes, and he knows it. I will always go by the skier's reaction over my understanding of how far they went. And that's a fist pump, which means that's a good distance. And if he crushed the previous, and when I say crushed, I don't mean in the positive, I mean physically squatted down on the ramp and still got a 54, then that is going to be way past that. What are we calling? 57 from this young lady here. Let's hear it for Alex Paradis of Canada. Happy with that last jump. 56.9, young lady, you were close. 56.9, which sticks Alex firmly in second place. 56.9. All right, so all of the skiers who have gone so far, those who are in the top 3 right now, which are Vladimir top spot, Alex taking second, and Felix Blomqvist in third with a 56.1. Their places are not safe yet because we still have 3 skiers. And that next skier, all the way from Belarus, Stephan SHPAK. Very quickly, because in case you've forgotten, it's really quite hot out there. So please get some water down those gullets. Keep on drinking non-stop. Stay hydrated so you can stay fully alert and with us for the rest of the proceedings here today. And as well as that, slap on that sunscreen, because I'm pretty sure all of my sunscreen has just sweated clean off throughout the day, so I might have to reapply. Are your fans waiting for a ski glove giveaway? That's what they're waiting for an item of Alex's equipment. That's what they're there for. All right, we are waiting for Stephan to come back into play. He's getting a photo with the rest of Team Canada. So good that those guys came along to support their fellow teammate here in the jump ski competition. I think Alex will be needing for a photo in front of our ANOC World Beach Games photo board as well. Is that right, Chris West? We need him up there at some point. Okay, cool. So team, stay. We're gonna get our pro photographer in there as well. Not that the photo on your phone will be rubbish or anything, but we'll get him there just to be safe. No, Gerard. Get back inside. Oh, Canada. Or however it goes. Here we go. Next skier, Stephan SHPAK of Belarus, coming into the course. You guys get the drill. Out wide to the left-hand side. That's where he sits. We can see our Centurion wakeboard boat waiting in the distance. They are going to be up next straight after the award ceremony for this women's and men's Waterski Jump final. Stephan right in front of us now. A controlled turn. It's looking quite late to start things off. Can he control the pop? Yes, he can. That is a good start. Maybe a little bit of a recoil over the heels. It was not the fist pump that we saw from Alex, so Alex is very happy with that last jump, and his ear-to-ear grins from him, which is good to see. It is great seeing our athletes pumped on life and just being happy to be here. Of course, they all want to do well. But when you make your living out of something that you absolutely love and enjoy and is your passion, then your default most definitely has to be happy. Right, do we? Yes, we do. Let's see what the coach says. Coming a little bit later. Keep that chest up on the ramp. So a little bit later on that first cut out wide, only a little bit, he says, literally just a few inches was this measurement he gave. And then I think maybe keeping the chest up, 54.3 for that first jump from Stephan SHPAK. It's a good start. Got the cheering section for Team Belarus there, holding that flag nice and high for Stephan to watch on his way back. Right now, he'll be focusing tunnel vision style on the task at hand, looking straight down the course. Doesn't turn his head to the ramp until he starts to make that turn. Right about now. It's a strong lean. It's a good boot. That is nice from Stephan. Oh, and there is a big old left gun fist pump right there from him, so we know it's a beauty. All right, what are we saying, team? What are we saying? 57, that's your go-to number. Come on, she's 58 down here. Saying 58.2 to be more specific. I'm gonna go 58.7. 58.7, putting him well into second place. I'm thinking that jump is. Let's see what his coach has to say. Whoa, here we go. Now we got a competition on. 59.2 for Stephan SHPAK, putting him squarely in second place, and very, very hot on the heels of Vladimir RYANZIN with that distance of 59.90. So these guys are knocking on the door at that 200-foot marker, which used to be threshold not that long ago. It is now not. These guys, under the right conditions, sailing way past 60 meters with regularity. Right here, right now, it's not likely to happen. We just do not have the right conditions for it. Once again, the headwind is what we need, and right now we have a tailwind, which is not holding them up. But that was beautiful from Stephan. Keeping it late, but keeping his wits about him as he approached that ramp, but getting in just the right position to boot hard and hold that form. We're going to be moving on to our penultimate skier very shortly, Claudio Kostenberger, one of our only skiers to actually give me, a biop, so I'll get to talk lots about him. So this is Team Austria right here, who have been helping me with distance decisions and our cheering section. Thank you. Here it is for Stephan's third and final jump. He's got a distance of 59.1 on the board. What's it going to be this time? Oh, it's good again. Oh, is that going to be the one? We had screams from Team Belarus right there. They are pumped on it. He's going to be happy with those last two jumps. They were monumental. We wait for that score to come in, that distance to come in, and as we do, can we please put it together for Belarus's Stephan SHPAK in second place of that second jump. Will there be an improvement right now? Okay, so it will be that first jump. It was consistent at least 58.9 of that second jump. Wow, Stephan coming up trumps right there, still sitting in second place. Vladimir still holding on to that first place position. Vladimir now securing himself a place on the podium with just two skiers left to go and him out in front. We move on to our penultimate skier, representing Austria. Let's hear it for Claudio Kostenberger. All right, your time to shine even more, Team Austria, right now. Claudia coming in as our second top highest seed, a best distance of 65.5 this year. So folks, once we get to the end of this jump ski finals, having already got the ladies out of the way, it is almost time to be done with our men. We're not there yet, 2 more skiers left to go. So Claudia, having spent 20 years in the game, 20 years on the water, yeah, 20 years on the water, and still only 31 years old, so starting young, as all of our skiers tend to do. Austrian national record holder, as you come to expect by any Austrian being here at this event. 2 times under 21 European champion, under 21 vice world champion, 21 national champion, collegiate champion, all the champions. So, as is often the case with our Austrian and Swiss friends, they tend to spend an awful lot of time on the snow as well. Claudia cutting his teeth on the snow in alpine racing, then turning his hand to ski jumping as well. He might, because this guy's rather handy on 2 skis, launching himself up and into the air off ramps. What's he got for us on this first hit? Ski nice and high, unique style as he planes out wide in front of us. It's a late turn. That is a really late hit on the ramp, that very first hit, wow. Squeaking onto the bottom right corner of the ramp that time round. Just maybe a little bit too late for him to be able to control his position on the ramp. See how the skis popped out to the front and to the side of him. Didn't quite get the pop. .53.2 to start things off for Claudio. And the instruction getting there that the handle was just a little bit too high. That possibly what was encouraging him out the back of the ramp. Keeping that handle low will keep your weight centered over the balls of your feet whenever you pull, even when you're learning to water ski. Pulling on that handle will just sit you on your heels. So keeping that handle low is all important, especially through the bump of the wakes. It's that bump of the wakes coming into the ramp that can knock you off balance. So those skis need to go up underneath you, but the body position, the torso and the handle does not want to change a bit. And that was the advice given there from team coach. As it stands, we have got a guaranteed bronze medal at the very least for Vladimir RYANZIN of Russia. Currently, it is Stephan SHPAK, who had a stormer previously, just before Claudio, getting a distance of 59.2, but he is on the bubble with both Claudio and Emile RITTER still left to go. If those guys get past that distance of 59.2, go further, then now we'll be pushing, rather frustratingly, Stephan SHPAK into that fourth place position. So he sits and waits with bated breath, as his destiny is determined right here and now by these two skiers, about which he can do nothing. Alex Paradis still sitting in third place right now, depending on what these two skiers come up with, our last two of the day in this men's jump final. So we were looking for that handle to stay lower from his coach. Can he keep that handle down on his way forward over the top of the ramp? Yes, he can! Oh, that is the one. So what are we saying, Team Austria? 60. This man knows. All right. Said it very quickly, very confidently. We are thinking that that is breaking through that 200-foot barrier. Give it up for Claudio Kostenberger. A beautiful second jump. 58.9. 58.9. So that is now putting Claudio firmly in third place after Vladimir and Stephan. He's in third place. So that unfortunately means for Alex Paradis, who was sitting in third with that 56.9, he now moves down into fourth. It's crunch time for Claudio Kostenberger. If he wants to secure himself that top spot, it is now or never. As he comes into the contest course for this final jump ski competition, right towards us, moving left to right. Claudio starts his double cut out wide on that right ski, planing hard. Bleeds the speed with the plow just a little bit. Turning right between those two marker boys. Keeping that ski high in that unique style that Claudio has. He's nice and close to us now. He needs that same form that we saw in the last jump. Can he come up with it as he pushes hard? I'm not sure that's an improvement. I think that second jump distance, which it looks like he knows as well. We didn't have any exaltation for Team Austria here on the show right then. I think they know too that second jump distance is the one which will keep Claudio in third place, after Stephan SHPAK. Either way, let's hear it for the Austrian, Claudio Kostenberger. 56.1 is the distance for Claudio's last jump. And it will be that second jump distance of 58.9 to be his best distance. And we move on to our final jumper of this Waterski Jump Finals at the ANOC World Beach Games Qatar 2019. Give it up for Chile's Emile RITTER. So straight after Emile is done with these 3 jumps, not wanting to jump the gun at all, but wanting to get you guys well prepared for what is about to continue with our schedule, it will be the awards ceremony for the Waterski jumping, women and men. To the left-hand end of the skiers and boarders enclosure here, next to all these white tents. We hope that you will all stick around for the awards ceremony to get behind all of our athletes as they take their just desserts on the podium here at the ANOC World Beach Games, Qatar 2019. There is a good crew on the shore watching as well. Thank you to you lot joining us here today, this morning. However you've made it here, whether you've called in sick, not even bothered calling, just turned up. We appreciate your time, your attention, your support, your cheering of each of our skiers and soon-to-be boarders as well, right after we're done with the awards ceremony. We've got Team Chile right there at the bottom end. Hi, I can see you. That's a flag about to wave high, isn't it? Yes. There you go. There you go. I like the way you got a little bit further back just so he can see you much earlier on. So he's looking straight at you as he cuts across. Nice. So we're going to be cracking on with our awards ceremony as soon as we are done here. We're going to give the officials a little time to make sure we get all the pieces of the paper and the admin together. You're missing the main man. You've got to get the coach in there as well. Where's coach? There we go. First jump for this guy, Emile RITTER, our top seed coming into this contest. Chile goes crazy as he flies on by in front of them. I love all the different styles where they hold their skis so they plane out wide. A little bit of snow plowing right in front of us. It's a strong first edge, just about squeezing onto the ramp, and that is exactly why he is at top seed. What an explosion off that ramp and into the competition. Squeezing onto that ramp with a gnat's whisker to spare. So that, I'm guessing, is going to be up there in the late 50s for sure. I'm thinking 58 at least. So I'm trying to decipher the communication going on there between coach on the shore. What was it? Oh, it gets close at the top. We have the biggest distance so far straight out of the blocks, and that distance is a 59.1, sitting him just behind Stephan SHPAK, 59.2. So it is getting very close at the top. Which means we have a little bit of a turnaround at the podium, so that is frustrating for Claudio Kostenberger, who held on to that third place spot for just a moment. He is now bumped down into fourth place in our top 3 spots as it stands right now. Vladimir RYANZIN from Russia, 59.9. Second place, Stephan SHPAK, just ahead of third place by 10 centimeters, which is Emile RITTER on just his first jump. Now, if he's got his eye in, and he's in the zone, and he knows exactly where he needs to be, when he needs to be there, on that first jump, then you would hazard a guess that we're only going to see improvements from there. Or that's how it supposedly goes with those 3 jumps in hand. Comes Emile coming in hot. First of his 2 cuts out to the left. Makes a point between these 2 marker boys. A little bit later than before. Screams across to his Chilean compatriots out wide. Holds it a little bit later. Only just making it onto the ramp, but managing to control that speed and impact with the ramp. But what we are thinking, oh, no, no, no! That is unfortunate because that has got to have been a better distance than the one before. The bigger distance, the higher air, make it for a much tougher landing. That is frustrating for Emile. He just landed and laid back. Couldn't keep his distance from the boat, getting pulled closer and closer and closer. So there was no tension in the line to get him back up. And that is frustrating because I'm sure he knew that was another good jump. Oh, wow. Well, if he's done it once, he's done it twice, he can do it again for the third time. Emile Ritter sitting in third place and leaving it all till his final jump to seemingly see if he can change those positions and the silverware that he'll be taking home around. Is it going to be a bronze color or is it going to be something different for Emile Ritter right now? He's taking the bronze home. That's secured. Stephan SHPAK, at the very least, is taking the bronze if we see this guy move ahead of him. Currently sitting in second place. So coach pretty happy with absolutely everything there on the shore. I'm thinking he's just asking him to get that right ski round a little bit more into the ramp. Get a little bit more angle coming into the ramp. I may well totally be making that up, but it sounds good. Here we go, folks. Final jump of the day in this ANOC World Beach Games Qatar 2019 Waterski Jump Competition, the inaugural of this event at the second ever ANOC World Beach Games here in Qatar. What a weekend, what a few days of activity they have laid on for us, and we cannot thank them enough. We're only at the halfway stage right here. And once we get through the award ceremony for our jump skiing, we'll be moving swiftly on to the wakeboarding action where we have got 12 of the best. 6 women, 6 men, who will be fighting hard to take their inaugural title of ANOC World Beach Games Wakeboard Champion home to wherever it is they are from. And the where they are from part of this story is far and wide, having every corner of the globe represented here in Qatar, which is exactly what it should be. 97 countries being represented across 15 different disciplines, 2 of them right here in front of you right now. Third and final jump for Emile Ritter of Chile. About the same place right there between those 2 marker boys. Using all of the momentum as he gets slingshot across the wakes. Right up level with the driver of that naughty 200 towboat. Can he control it as he did before? Yes, he can. It's another beautiful jump. Can he get up on his feet? He's a little bit low. Handles the slack. He does it this time. Will that be an improvement? It's going to be a close call either way. It is definitely going to be in the late 50s. Is it going to be any more than 59.2 or the current top spot distance of 59.9 from Russia's Vladimir RYANZIN? Either way, can you find folk on the shores here? Give it up for our final jump skier of the day, Emile Ritter of Chile. How does he do that again? Really? 59.1 again for Emile Ritter. That's consistency if ever there was. So congratulations to him for getting the silverware. And unofficially, of course, congratulations to Vladimir RYANZIN. We wait for that to be confirmed from our judges. We're going to be moving straight to the award ceremony. And can I take this moment to thank every single one of the officials who have made this happen so far. All of our Tono Waterski officials bringing this event together and making it happen. Our driver there, thank you so much for doing a sterling job all day. Our rescue team over in the distance. We haven't forgotten about you. Thank you. You stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Photo op. So, all of our skiers, can we please get themselves to the photo board just here? The men's jump skiers. So can all of our men's jump skiers, all of them, get themselves to just in front of the dock? We have the photo board right here. So all men's jump skiers. And if any of you are teammates, friends and family of jump skiers, and you notice they're not moving right now, can you get them along to the photo board, which is right down here in front of the dog. So all the men's jump skiers, we need a photo op for you right now.